The richest people on Earth have built an island protected from zombies. We are the last civilization in all of America. It's time to reboot. A volcano? In the form of zombies? Follow me. Hello everyone, Kino Jack is in touch, and this is a short retelling of the first and second episodes of the fourth season of the zombie series Nation Z. The beginning of the fourth phase turned out to be quite good and exciting. Fans of the genre of video will definitely roll in. Therefore, if you are on this channel for the first time, then follow the links in the description and watch the series from the very beginning. And as soon as this video gets thousands of likes, I release the next part. Enjoy watching. 2 years have passed. When was the last time we saw our gang? Eddie and Lucy fell off the cliff, followed by 5. Doc, Sun May, 10K Red were pinned to the ground, Murphy was wounded, the bullet went through him and hit Roberta. And now, waking up from a coma, Roberta found herself lying in an all-white room, in an all-white outfit and with blonde hair. Murphy, cured of zombieism and no longer blue, comes and tells Roberta that she is in the zone. She's been in a coma for 2 years, and the rest of the team is dead. The zone turns out to be a pretty creepy Steepford paradise full of people in white. Murphy is a bit of a hero, bringing them his blood, because it turns out that the vaccine has worked and everyone in the zone is free of the zombie virus. The real world, however, has completely fallen apart. Doc and 10K reunite in the forest and return to the tree tent where Red and 10K live. Doc wants Red and 10K to go with him to New America. It's a place in Canada where it's too cold for zombies. Meanwhile, it turns out that Eddie, who now wears an eye patch, is still hunting zombies, but now works together with Lucy, who has grown up and turned blue. Zone. It's time to hit the road. Back in the zone, Murphy invites Roberta to dinner at the founder's house. It was he who foresaw the onset of the zombie apocalypse and persuaded the richest people in the world to settle in the zone. He also tested the vaccine on himself and looks a little crazy. It turns out that the founder and all these fashionable people are looking forward to an event called Reboot. It's not entirely clear what a reboot is, but it's coming soon and is designed to save the lives of rich people and destroy unvaccinated people and zombies. When the founder opens a chocolate cake with a zombie volcano and asks Robert to cut it, everything goes awry. She has a memory of that hellish landscape she saw in a coma, and she destroys this cake. Roberta throws Murphy and runs away. She evades the security of the zone, pretends to be nice to people to distract them, and tries to leave the zone. But it turns out that she was trapped after all, because the zone is surrounded by water. Eddie and Lucy evade both the zone soldiers and the zombies, because it turns out that the zone people are still hungry for Lucy's blood. Doc brings Red and 10K to a refugee camp run by Sun May so that people can be around before they start the journey to the New America. Lieutenant Muller is also in the camp. He believes that human contact is very important and embraces people. No one is sure that the New America exists, but they feel that they all need to believe in something. Song May and Red discuss what happened to Pyaka after he jumped off a cliff. Red tells Sun May that she saw 5 get up and disappear, but 10 tells Doc that he saw 5's body and that he sacrificed himself to save Eddie and Lucy. Meanwhile, Eddie and Lucy are taken hostage by some guys who kidnap them, tie them up and throw them into the back of a truck. In the zone, Murphy catches up with the unconscious Roberta, and they both realize that something has gone wrong. Dr. Taylor stops their ambulance. He has news for them, but he says there is no time to explain. Meanwhile, a creepy scientist with glasses who communicates with the founder seems to have developed some kind of gas capable of setting zombies on fire. Roberta tried to escape from the zone in the last episode, but instead ended up with Murphy, and now they are both saved by Dr. Teller, who is not at all eager to tell them what is happening, he just wants to get them out of the zone. He tries to lead them to the helicopter and they finally stop him to find out what's going on. And this is not very good news. The vaccine fails, and something very bad happens to the residents of the zone. It won't be good if this place is overrun by zombies, but it looks like it's already happening. Meanwhile, in the forests of America, Eddie and Lucy have been captured by the Zona squad and are sitting with them in a hut. 10 miles up the Dock 10 road, Red and Son may learn from Lieutenant Muller that the convoy that was supposed to arrive to take them to America is delayed. And kind of disappeared. They lost contact. People are scared by this, but 10 KDOC decide to go with the military in search of the convoy. When the teams and the military go in search of the convoy, they come under fire from those who kidnapped Eddie and Lucy. It turns out there is no convoy. The cars were abandoned. It's like people just disappeared. If Murphy needed proof that the situation was taking a serious turn, then they appear in the form of Murphy's crazy friend playing golf, who beat his partner to death. The situation in the zone is rapidly deteriorating. Dr. Teller takes Murphy and Roberta aside and tells them the terrible truth. The vaccine not only doesn't work, but it happens very quickly. Everyone who gets infected with the virus instantly goes crazy and becomes a killer. If Murphy and Roberta were never vaccinated, then Dr. Teller definitely was. During a shootout with Lieutenant Mueller's team, the zone forces force Eddie and Lucy to return fire on 10K under threat of death. So now Eddie and 10K are shooting at each other. That's bad, because they're both great shooters. Surprisingly, their bullets hit each other in the air. When a guy gets into the army, 10 KDOC decide to spare their fallen comrade and kill him. A bullet in the head, but something strange is happening. Despite the fact that the bullet has passed on the flight, he gets up. He's a zombie. Dr. Teller sneaks Murphy and Roberta into the founder's house to put them on a helicopter leaving the island. The founder, clearly losing his temper, lectures them that they don't know the whole picture, and then Murphy and Roberta manage to persuade him to let them ride a helicopter. And again he mentions rebooting. What is it? And what is the full picture? At the very moment when he begins to show cruelty and insanity, Dr. Teller tells Roberta to pay attention to her visions, and also tells Murphy that his daughter is alive. He then attacks Roberta and they are forced to kill him. During a shootout, trying to subdue a new zombie, Eddie gets shot in the cheek. This distracts attention and allows Lucy to escape. Eddie says he'll find her, but then Lucy is being kidnapped. Guys in black uniforms. Song May wakes up from a dream and finds that the camp is empty. It looks like he's completely cleaned up. When Doc and 10 return to the refugee camp, they realize that everything is the same as in the convoy, all supplies are in place, but it's deserted. Finally, in the zone, Murphy and Roberta reach the helicopter just in time to get off the ground, and resolutely Eddie picks up a bat and goes in search of Lucy.